I can't do this.
Sure you can. Who knows, you might like it. It's a killer rush.
Buddy, this is your fucking wake-up call, man. I am an FBI agent.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to this week's episode of Zach and Jay's Ticket Stubs Podcast, the number one podcast about movies on the internet. I am part of your hosts. I am Jay. Along with me is my co-host, Zach. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. It's been a busy week, man. Finals are starting to kick my ass, but let's forget about all that stuff and get to the only thing that matters, which is cinema and television.
Yeah, because fuck school 100%. We got only talk about
100%
film.
Fuck no to school.
Fuck yes, you know what? Even though I went to school and I finished school, and they got me a job, but still, fuck it.
Fuck it.
But
it's gonna give me a job, but it's a piece of shit. So.
Exactly. But you know what? We do it before we get to the meat of the show.
Yes.
Talk about what we've been up to this week, what we've been watching. Zach, what you been checking out?
Well, this week on Zach's TV Corner.
Oh shit! Zach's TV Corner.
Get that little 80s generic sitcom.
Yeah, dude.
So we've got, I'll start off with Flash and Arrow like I always do. Flash episode was actually very, very boring this week.
Hold on. Sorry to interrupt your TV Corner.
No. Here you go. Go ahead.
Have you seen iZombie?
No, I have not.
On CW?
I have not.
It's a DC comic about... It's a DC comic book.
I know it's like a chick's like a coroner or detective.
Okay, so it's a comic book show. It's a comic book originally. It's a DC book.
Yeah.
Not in the same universe as like Batman or anything like that, but it's DC book about a girl who becomes a zombie who, when she eats brains, gets like the memories of that person, and she solves crimes and shit. And I hear it's really fucking good, and the comic book's really popular.
Okay.
And the artist is Michael Allred, who does a bunch of really, really great pop art books.
Yeah.
I saw it was a CW show and it looked fucking cool. And since you watch Arrow and Flash, I figured you probably see a bunch of fucking trailers for it.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff about it. I just haven't
watch
pick
it or
up
anything.
Yet. I might try to pick it up during the summer.
Because that girl, the chick who plays the main character, whatever her name is,
she's pretty
super pretty. Yeah,
super
super pretty.
Cute. Yeah,
it looks really cool. So I'm sorry, I just wanted.
No. Yeah, no, you're good.
So, Flash and Arrow.
Flash was boring. Flash was super boring.
Was this a finale?
No, it's not the finale. There's still 4. I think this is the 4th to last episode. This week, not the one I'm talking about, but the one that just happened.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I think there's 3 more weeks left of the show.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty close to being done. there's no more break. They finally stopped all this weird scheduling stuff. There's no more breaks, and this is it. Till the season finale, these are the rest of the episodes. But this week's was pretty boring, I gotta say.
Who was the bad guy?
The villain actually was cool. It was Everyman, the dude who can mimic people. Like Chameleon almost.
Okay.
So he was pretty cool. It was kind of cool to see evil versions of all the characters and stuff like that, and the way they had him at the end set up where it's he doesn't know who he is anymore. He's got this weird it was the question face, eyes or mouth or anything like that, just blank face. That was pretty cool. So his part was pretty cool, but there wasn't anything progressive to the season in this story. It was all Barry Allen trying to convince Caitlin that Harrison Wells is the Reverse Flash and he's evil. It was really boring. I didn't like it at all. And then they did the thing where they decided that since he's going to mimic people, they would do the Caitlin Snow Barry Allen ship. And Barry Allen kissed her, and I was really pissed off because I don't want them to be together. Because it's be with Iris.
Inner geek coming out, and
plus Iris is banging in this show.
Dude, like I told you before when we talked about changing characters' races for no reason.
Yeah.
And they changed Iris's race for absolutely no reason. No fucking reason. But I was like, okay, because she is gorgeous.
She still looks really good.
I haven't seen her act before. I don't know if she's good at acting or not.
She's pretty good. I mean, she's not the greatest, but I mean, for a TV actress, she's all right.
For a TV show on CW.
Yeah, for a CW TV show actress, she's pretty good.
To be honest, most CW actors and actresses in general are in the same category of You probably can't go to do some like dramatic movie.
Yeah.
You probably can't go to do an HBO drama. But you're perfect for CW.
You're the perfect for CW.
Because your acting skills.
Speaking of that,
what's
did
up?
you know that? I don't think we talked about this last week. Stephen Amell is going to be Casey Jones. In that
we did talk about it. Yeah.
We did talk about that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. What?
But yeah, no. So Stephen Amell mentioned his way to the silver screen.
Because we mentioned that he physically can do it, but I don't think he can act. I don't think
like Casey Jones.
Yeah, I think he can portray the acting ability, but he can definitely do the physical part of it.
Yeah, I agree. But
so Flash was shitty.
Flash was kind of shitty this week. It was really boring. I don't know. I guess we'll figure out next week if it gets better. For right now, that episode was really bland, and I wasn't happy with it.
So I imagine next week must be, or 2 weeks from now must be the start of probably a 2-part ending. I imagine. I
think so. Yeah, I think already I've seen some stuff from like the episode that just came out, and it has something to do with the Reverse Flash. So we're gonna see a little bit of like this build up to this season finale. I'm hoping they put Gorilla Grodd in there because they've had a bunch of teasers of Grodd through the second half. Mm-hmm. So I really want to see him in the season finale. I think that'd be sick. But I don't know. We'll see. As of right now,
yes.
So. Arrow, on the other hand, though, Arrow is really, really good.
Really?
They did the whole League of Assassins, Oliver Queen trying to take over. Because I remember I told you last week, Ra's al Ghul at the end stabbed
Thea
in the chest with his sword.
Yeah.
So the beginning of this episode is her lying on the floor dying.
Oh no.
And then she's like basically in a comatose state. And what was it? Oh, Malcolm walks in the room. He's like, I know how to save her.
Oh,
Lazarus
shit.
Pit.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Like, Ra's al Ghul has it. And he was like, okay, we're going there. And he's like, but you don't want to do this because it changes them. And he's like, no, we're going there. We're going to save the system.
No.
So they put her in the Lazarus Pit. She jumps out and she's all crazy feral and whatnot. She like attacks Oliver. She like jumps on him like Melina from Mortal Kombat.
And then they make out?
No. But then she lost all her memories and she couldn't remember that her mom died or that she was mad at Malcolm. Like she called him dad and everything. Like nothing had happened. It was really weird. And then what?
No, so she's
No, she like regained her memories back, like after a few days. Like when they went back to Starling, all of a sudden she was like, "Why are you in my house again? I hate you." Go
gotcha. Okay.
And he was like, "You don't understand. Like I'm the only father you have, and all this other stuff." So they kind of like mended that relationship a little bit.
What if his real dad's alive the whole time? What if
I don't know.
Oliver's dad's hanging out?
It's been like 3 years. Like, bro, if it's been 3 years, I don't know where he's been now.
Ollie was gone for 5 years.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, he did see him shoot him in the face.
Yeah, but that could have been magic. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I didn't really touch too much on magic, but it could have done the Lazarus
Pit.
But it was very Jason Todd-esque because she was basically dead, and then they put her in the Lazarus Pit.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see if there's any like other after effects from that. Also, Oliver Queen is officially on his way to becoming the next Ra's al Ghul. They gave him his like Arabian name of the era. I can't even remember what it's called. But like he's going by that, and he's wearing the whole black, the Dark Archer outfit that Malcolm was wearing.
That's so stupid.
Also, John Barrowman is like super fucking cool.
John Barrowman's a great actor.
Awesome.
He's great at everything, but dude, why the fuck?
Are they making him Ross? I have no idea. They're making him the
Oliver
Batman
Queen.
of this universe. Right?
Yeah, fuck Oliver Queen.
Well, I mean, I don't mind Oliver Queen. I just don't like how they're like.
No, fuck him 100%.
No, fuck that. No, he's good. I like his character.
If they ever introduce Batman into this universe,
Oliver Queen will become irrelevant. But
Batman's gonna fuck him up so bad.
Well, yeah.
Like flat out. Like, oh my god.
Take the cleaners.
Yeah, ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of DC shows, Constantine got canceled.
Did it really?
Yeah, they didn't renew it for
a
second season.
It didn't. Oh, did they finish the season?
Yeah, they finished the season. They're not renewing it for a second one. I'm not sure. Well, NBC was posting stuff. I liked what I saw of it. It looked really good. I forgot what NBC said exactly, but they just I couldn't remember if they necessarily like were like, hey, just no way. Yeah. Or they were like maybe, but they didn't renew it. So that usually means it's done.
Yeah.
But we heard that they were having issues with they didn't know how much it took to make a superhero show on a weekly basis, which is like the cost of it, versus the benefits of it.
Plus, Constantine's going to be pretty heavy in the special effects,
yeah,
like
exactly.
Arrow, something like that, where it's a little cheaper.
Well, Arrow, you get a corridor of random part of a building. That's your set piece for the rest of the episode. You just change the angle of where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And then you have actors, which are cheaper than special effects, honestly.
Yeah.
To do like fight scenes and stuff. So yeah, I get it, but it's a bummer because that could have been a great part to have of a DC television universe.
Were they interconnected at all, or was it just like? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, that's the problem. The only thing that's the
problem I'm gonna have with the Supergirl show that they're coming out with.
Yeah.
It's like it's CBS, isn't it?
Mm-hmm, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like they're just. And they've talked about doing like crossovers and stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't know how you're gonna do that, like cross network. Like it's not the same as movies.
Yeah, and then TNT is the Titans on TNT.
Yeah, and then Titans on TNT.
That's a whole separate thing.
Yeah, TNT or DC's just spread like really, really thin on television.
Well, it's because they're
like
they're selling scripts and they're selling licenses to different things that people who pick it up.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem that Marvel had though at the beginning, and now they're having to deal with that whole problem because they said like every studio had a Marvel property at some point. Now they're having to like fight over Spider-Man because they need him. But,
but it's like with Gotham being on TV and actually doing pretty well, and this is like that. I mean, granted, Gotham's more like Gotham Central than it is like a Batman show.
Yeah.
But it's more like the CW versus a DC universe. It's like a CW superhero universe. I mean, now when they have the Atom come out, and when they have like whatever spinoff that Roy's gonna be in or whatever the fuck that's gonna happen.
Oh, also Roy and what's her face? Felicity broke up.
Roy and Felicity?
Yeah. And wait, no, shit.
What's Adam?
No. Shit, I said Roy. Ray. Adam and...
Yeah, and Felicity.
And Felicity, yeah, they broke up.
I don't give a shit, man. Felicity needs to be by herself with Ollie.
Well, they banged it out, so there's that.
God, Felicity, what are you doing?
They banged it out, man.
Felicity...
In Nanda Parbat.
I love Felicity, man, so much.
She annoyed me so much in this episode.
I mean,
I didn't like her at all this episode.
I like most of the ladies in Arrow.
Yeah.
I like most. I like most.
I mean, I like them all at certain time periods. Like this season has been the season of I hate Felicity Smoke. Last season was the season of I hate Laurel. First season was I hate his mom.
Oh yeah, fuck his mom. The first season, dude, no, I hated his mom. I hated Laurel in season 2. Obviously, everyone did.
Yeah.
I hated Thea in season 1 too.
You didn't like Thea?
Because she was kind of a bitch in the first part of the show. She was like,
yeah, she kind of...
You're keeping me out, Ollie. You're keeping me out. Shut the fuck up. I was on a goddamn island for 5 fucking years. Of course I'm going to keep you out, you little bitch.
I keep everybody out.
Yeah, I kill people for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
I'm killing for sport. No.
Exactly.
But
Jurassic World.
Yeah, Jurassic World
Arrow
reference.
combination.
Zing! But, yeah, so Arrow was pretty good. I'm excited to see what happens this week with his whole... being a member of the League of Assassins and all this stuff. I'm excited to see him kill people again.
Yeah, totally.
But, let's see. And then, in other TV news, I watched BoJack Horseman.
I have never seen
on Netflix.
Never seen
it. It's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
I know the cast is really good.
Yeah, it's got Will in there. It's got Paul F. Tompkins.
Paul F. Tompkins, baby.
Patton Oswalt's in it for a little bit. I don't know any.
I mean, most of the people in there are a lot of good stand-ups that I like a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm very picky when it comes to my animated shows. Like I have never seen.
I think
Archer.
It's very good, like adult humor. Like I think it's like I love Archer.
Yeah,
Archer's
I've never
really
seen
good.
Archer before.
I think Archer's better than BoJack.
I imagine it.
But BoJack it was still a fun show to watch, and it's not that long. It's only like 12 episodes.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I mean, the last thing I really watched that was adult comedy animated was Rick and Morty.
Oh, okay.
Which I love Rick and Morty. It's Dan Harmon from Community. But even before that, the last adult thing I really watched was Venture Brothers. That's like, I'm talking like years ago, not even like recent, like 5 years ago. Venture Brothers. I don't know. I like it. I like that style of show. I just never. I don't know. I'd rather watch a live action show, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I was just looking for something quick, and I'd seen it, and I mean, it wasn't a complete waste of my time. Like I enjoyed watching it. It's just. I don't know. I think Archer's a better like adult comedy show for me.
Yeah.
Just because I like the content of it better. Like BoJack's more about like struggling actor going through like everyday life after his show. Mm-hmm. Basically, it's like what would happen to. I'm trying to think of a good reference. what's his name? The guy who played Al Bundy on Married with Children.
Oh, the guy from fucking
From Modern Family.
Modern Family. Oh, I forgot his name.
It'd be like, I can't remember his name.
That guy.
But it'd be like if he, like, didn't do anything else after Married with Children and just like posted off that fame and like became like a drunkard and depressed and all this shit, and then tried to come back with a book about how his life is interesting and he's not like I don't know. I thought it was really interesting.
Cool. Maybe I'll check it out at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely would. I definitely would recommend it. I also watched Sirens, which is
Sirens. I think
it's a USA show about 3 guys who work as ambulance, like paramedics.
You know what I've learned, Zach, between you and me?
What?
After knowing you for a long time, we've known each other for a decent bit of time, Zach.
Yeah, I would say, it's been a good while.
We both fucking love USA shows. Like,
I love USA shows.
I have never met someone else that
so
likes it as much
good.
as I do. Like, I fucking love Burn Notice.
Burn Notice is so good.
I love White Collar.
White Collar's pretty good.
Dude, did that show end?
Monk is good.
Did that show end, by the way?
White Collar?
White Collar?
I know Burn Notice ended.
Burn Notice ended a while ago, I know that.
Yeah, it's been like 2 or 3 years.
Burn Notice lasted like 8 seasons.
I think White Collar actually went into its final season.
Okay, Suits is ending soon, I think, right?
Oh, Suits is so good. I haven't seen Suits in like 2 or 3 seasons.
I wanted to be a lawyer after watching Suits first season.
I wanted to have a photographic memory after Suits. I was like, exactly. I could do anything I wanted to in life.
I love fucking Royal Pains.
Royal Pains is. I think Royal Pains is one of their weaker shows. Actually.
I love that show though, man. It's just
it's good.
A good show.
But it's good. I really enjoyed the first.
See, you like Monk. Pains. I never liked Monk though.
You didn't like Monk?
I didn't like Monk. My jam though.
Tell me about it.
Favorite all-time USA show of all fucking time.
Yeah.
One of the best shows flat out ever made.
Okay.
Fucking Psych.
Psych is so good.
I quote Psych till this fucking day. James Roday is amazing.
Dule Hill,
dude, so good. That friendship, are like oh my god,
the ultimate bromance. They're
my favorite scene from Psych that comes to mind is the episode where they're hanging out on Halloween.
Their holiday episodes
are so good.
They're so funny.
They have the father there.
Okay.
Because they think they're going to like exercise a demon or something like that.
Right.
And James Roday's character is like, "All right, guys, hands in," and they start putting their hands in. No, the priest says, "Guys, hands in."
Oh, okay.
And he's like, and they all start putting their hands in to do like a fucking baseball thing where you put your hand on top of each other.
Yeah.
And he's like, "This ain't a goddamn barbecue. What are you talking about? This ain't a baseball game." And they fucking walk. Yo, that show's so fucking good.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
So Sirens.
But yeah, Sirens.
I've never heard of
Paramedics. I think it's only in its 2nd season right. Like there's only 1 season on Netflix right now.
Okay.
But it's really really funny. 30-minute episodes. Basically, it's
30-minute episodes. Wow, that's short.
Yeah, it's really not that long, but it's so good. But basically, it's these 3 paramedics. One of them is like the new guy. So it's funny because the very first episode they were like, you get the two main guys. Their boss was like, "You're getting a new guy. He's a SEAL." They're like, "Oh my god, we're getting a Navy SEAL to work with us and all this stuff. Like it's gonna be so cool." And then he shows up, and the guy's like, "No, I was like, what was it? He was like some sort of like volunteer SEAL. Like it wasn't even like military related at all. Yeah. It was like some humanitarian voluntary bullshit." But he's like
that bullshit.
The quirky,
that humanitarian bullshit.
Yeah, but he's like the quirky, just like the quirky weird guy. You've got the main white guy who is
the main white guy.
I mean that's because the other one's like the big black gay guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're playing the spectrum in this show, man.
Yeah, they got the whole spectrum.
Everybody.
But the white guy is like he's dating a cop, and he's like the whole relationship is like him like struggling with whether or not he wants to be with her or not. And you've got the gay guy struggling with his past relationship with this guy who cheated on him for another. It was really I enjoyed it. I thought it was really really good.
Okay.
And I know there's a 2nd season, so I'm gonna try to look that up and watch it.
I'll check it out.
It's super funny, but yeah, definitely if you have time, check it out because it's super quick. Like the first season's only like 10 episodes, so it takes like 5 hours to watch.
I really love most shows they put out. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, Burn Notice is a fucking great show.
Yeah.
Burn Notice I was mad when Burn Notice ended. I was like, God, this is a good show. That's why it lasted so fucking long.
Mm-hmm.
And I was heartbroken when Psych was ending. I was like,
when Psych said that they were doing their final season, I cried.
Yeah, I got so bummed out.
And then they did that musical movie, and I was like, that was funny as shit.
Yeah, because the girl plays Juliet.
Oh my god.
She left the show. She's very attractive.
Yeah.
She left the show a little bit to go do a pilot for a different show.
Mm-hmm.
The pilot got picked up, but then the show sucked, got canceled. She went back to Psych full time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I imagine. I think that's what happened exactly.
Okay.
It was some baseball show. It was fucking stupid. Glad it got canceled.
Yeah.
But like, man, that show could have ran for another like 5 seasons.
You could have done so much more stuff with Psych. Like
it was never not fresh because they kept the seasons really short. They're only like 10-episode seasons, 13-episode seasons. So it's not like you were over like, and they had really
They had a really great guest star cast.
Yeah,
that was one thing I will say about USA shows. They get some sick ass guest stars.
The episode where Gus goes back to his name's Gus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Talking about Dule Hill.
Dule Hills. Yeah.
Yeah. Gus.
Dude, when they go back to his college doo-wop singing group.
Oh my god, that's such.
And then fucking that's such a great episode, dude. Fucking hell, man.
Wasn't the guy? It was him. It was Kenan Thompson. Wasn't it?
No, I don't think it was Kenan. Was it Kenan?
It wasn't Kenan?
I don't remember exactly.
I thought it was Kenan.
It was some other bigger black guy.
Hold on, Psych.
That was a good episode though.
Doo-wop group.
I'm not sure if they're a doo-wop, but they're a singing
parts.
group. They were a singing group.
I mean, it's popping up. Let's see. Let's doo-wop it again. That's the funniest name.
They have good fucking titles, dude.
They have great titles. Who are these guys? No, it's not Kenan. Who is that?
But the thing is, though.
Oh, you know who it is?
Who is it?
You got Jaleel White, the guy who played what's his name? Urkel. Urkel.
Oh yeah, Urkel.
And then you got Mekhi Phifer.
Good group of people.
Yeah.
See this show though, Psych is a good thing because like more than any show on TV I've ever seen in my life, the father son bond show always makes me fucking cry. Their
relationship is so good.
Yeah, there's so many times where like it's like the first few seasons, right, of the show, like the first 3 seasons or 4 seasons in the show.
Yeah.
Where it's like you're seeing his mom come back finally, and he's just constantly blaming his dad for fucking it up. And his mom tells him like, "Yo, no, I left your dad," and he's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
And like he like tells his dad he's sorry. I'm like, "Fuck me."
Yeah.
Makes me want to cry so bad. I
teared up.
Yeah, I teared up so much during Psych, dude.
Now I have to go rewatch Psych again.
It's so
I have to go rewatch it.
I go back every now and then when I'm just hanging out like at night or whatever.
There was like a
episodes.
time like 2 or 3 years ago where I got this is when I first found out that Netflix had like TV shows and Psych was on there, and I went and I watched like the first 3 seasons of the show, and
season 1 is like so good.
Season 1 is great.
Season 1 is like kind of like obviously after season 1 they find their stride. Yeah. And they find their balance between everyone because season 3 like the episode where there's the bomb maker and they're all wearing like 70s clothes.
Oh yeah.
And they're all talking like it's 70s and shit. That shows that later on in the series they find like their comedic balance between all 4 of them, all 5 of the cast members. Because if the 5 of them is what? It's Dule Hill, James Roday, the girl plays Juliet, Timothy Lassiter, and then the dad.
Yeah, and the dad.
So the group of them, like, they find their comedic balance together, and it's like really well done. In season 1, everyone's super young, still trying to get the feel for it, but they're still really funny.
Yeah.
But season like 3 onwards, like this is prime fucking comedy.
It's so good. It's so much funnier after season with season 3 and on.
So anything else for checking out?
I watched one film.
Okay.
I did get to watch one. I watched Snatch. Guy Ritchie.
Good movie, man.
Good movie.
Told you it was a good movie.
Brad Pitt in this movie was freaking awesome. As like
great.
The pikey dude.
Pikey, yeah.
He's like one hit and you're knocked out, and I was like, hell yeah, like that's a sick ass character.
Because you never see Brad Pitt play farther like roles usually.
Yeah.
So this is a completely different type of role for him.
Yeah.
Plus Guy Ritchie's directing it and writing it or whatever. It's really great and just a fun. You can tell it's Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, it's very like a Guy Ritchie, which I love a lot. I love how he's able to take all these different characters and meld them into the same story plot at once. Especially, there's one part in the movie that I remember. It's near the end, like the climax area where they have first of all, and Vinnie Jones is so fucking good in this movie. But it's when they kidnapped Boris Blade and they had him in this truck and they're like trying to figure out like where the diamond is and all that stuff. And they got into, you see like everybody's like driving down the road at the same time. Like you got Vinny and Avi or whatever his name is. You've got Jason Statham and his partner Statham in this movie. I really like Statham in Guy Ritchie films.
Exactly.
He's not an action star in these films. He's like
Guy Ritchie gives him chances to act.
Yeah, he actually lets him act, and he's actually really good when he's given a chance to act.
And Guy Ritchie knows, very similar to like the Fast and Furious films. The director knows what role can my actor portray well.
Yeah,
he knows that like Jason Statham can play this type of role.
Yeah.
He's not going to give him some fucking, like, weakling kind of, like, hacker role.
Yeah.
He's going to give him the British gangster type of role where he's, like, snarky.
The lead guy of the group. Yeah.
Yeah, it really works. And, yeah, I mean, Guy Ritchie films in general, man. So I could tell you, I told you before when you watch Lock, Stock, you should definitely check out Rock and Rolla. It's less good than Snatch, but it's still a good movie. And Gerard Butler, Idris Elba, and Tom Hardy are in it. So it's like,
dude,
yes,
all-star star-studded.
Yeah, it's good cast, and also has Toby Kebbell in it too, and he's really good as well.
Okay.
But speaking of Guy Ritchie, though, you talk about weaving in cast members into a big story. I always hear a lot people give. I bitch about this all the time. I'm so anti Quentin Tarantino.
I love Quentin Tarantino.
That Hateful Eight trailer came out, didn't even fucking watch it.
I did not. I don't know. That kind of let me down a little bit. There wasn't really much to that trailer, but
well, like I mentioned.
Wait, was there a different? Was there a different trailer?
No, this is like last week or whatever.
It was the animated one, right?
I didn't see it. I didn't even know. I saw just the article for it.
Oh yeah.
But people give him a lot of credit for being able to weave in storylines together because of Pulp Fiction and all that shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, cool, one movie. Guy Ritchie does
kind of did
every
it with
movie.
Reservoir. He did it kind of with Reservoir Dogs and Jackie Brown a little bit.
Yeah, I
Jackie
guess.
Brown's really, really good.
Jackie Brown's great. But people don't think about that movie when they think about Quentin Tarantino.
No, they think about Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs. Now they think of Django.
I think the majority of the public, this is my general opinion, of general movie fans, don't even know what Jackie Brown is.
They don't, which is a shame because that's probably one of my more preferred films by him. Jackie Brown.
I would totally agree.
That and Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs is so good.
I agree with that. I mean, yeah, totally. I think most people just know him for Inglourious Bastards, Django, and Kill Bill. Yeah. And Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
Most people generally know that for him, which is most of his movies, honestly. But Jackie Brown's a hidden treasure there.
He really is.
But people give him a lot of credit for being able to write these movies and write these characters that are like quote unquote complex. Mm-hmm. Weaving out, but Guy Ritchie does that every movie. He's adding all these characters. Like if you watch Rock and Rolla, or if you watch Rock and Rolla, you have these 4 stories going on. And it's like flashbacks here, cuts there, flashbacks here. And it's like all weave together to make a one, unanimous story.
Right.
That's so well done that I don't think Tarantino necessarily is like he's the fucking best at doing that. I don't necessarily agree. Now, no one's really saying that anymore.
Yeah.
Because Django wasn't like that. Django's just a straightforward, shitty cowboy movie.
It was alright. I mean, it wasn't
whatever.
Great. I liked it.
Most people liked it. I'm the minority. I don't like Django at all.
Okay.
I'd rather watch Roots. I'd rather watch.
Roots.
I'd rather watch 12 Years a Slave or something.
Wow.
A good movie. But that's all I wanted to say about that. It's like I think Guy Ritchie does a really good job making movies.
Yeah, he's definitely he's somebody that I've only discovered recently, unfortunately, because I really like his directing style.
No, you've seen Sherlock 1 and 2. You know Guy Ritchie.
That was Guy Ritchie.
It's Guy Ritchie as fuck.
Yeah, that is Guy Ritchie.
People were like, Guy Ritchie doing Sherlock Holmes, and it was fucking cool.
Yeah. Second one was,
and then he's doing King Arthur.
Is that the one he's doing with Jude Law?
Yeah, no, is it Jude Law? It's someone. It's
I know Jude Law's doing an Arthur movie with somebody.
It's not Jude. It's the guy from Sons of Anarchy, Charlie Hunnam. It's Charlie Hunnam's gonna.
He's doing one with Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah, and then he's doing Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Oh yeah.
So it's
we've already talked about Man.
Yeah. So you have this guy's style come out, and it's like really cool style.
Yeah.
But yeah, Guy Ritchie's rad.
But yeah, Guy Ritchie's sick as fuck. And yeah, that's all for this week from me.
Cool.
How about you?
So I got mine's a little shorter, like yours, and I've been busy.
Okay.
By short, I mean I've been watching a lot of stuff, just not they're shows. I've been watching a lot of shows. 0 movies this week.
Okay.
So first thing, obviously I'm still watching Battlestar.
Okay.
I'm pumping away at that. I'm on season 3 now of the 5 seasons.
Right.
I'm fucking loving it. It's an amazing show. Still digging it.
Okay.
Fucking Sharon, you're the baby. She's a Cylon, but you're it. You're the one.
You're the one.
She's the Korean Cylon chick. You're
Oh yeah.
She's in whole I-502. Yes.
Is she really?
Yeah, Grace Park, you're it. You're the one for me. She's an awesome actress, man. Aaron Douglas plays the chief. Fucking killer. Battlestar's amazing. Best sci-fi show flat out ever made.
Was this one actually done by Sci-Fi?
Yeah, it was on Sci-Fi Channel. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like the best thing they ever made ever.
Yeah.
Like this thing is it's high budget for them because all the dogfights are fucking killer.
Yeah.
But just the acting and the set pieces and oh man, everyone in the show, Katie Sackhoff, everyone, then it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm watching Battlestar. I'm almost done with that.
Okay.
And then I was like preaching to everyone last week to like I think I told you probably, but I told Kyle I was on the show last week. You want to see a good show? You gotta watch fucking Banshee on Cinemax.
I don't think you told me about this.
Banshee's a show that's
No way, we did because I talked about it because it was a Cinemax show and I tried to bring other one that had nothing to do with Banshee.
You brought up Strike Back.
Strike Back,
which is a military show.
Yeah.
But Banshee's a thief action show that's super gory, super action packed, super well written, very lot of titties. Like it's a very like it's a great show. It's a really good show.
Okay.
And I loved the first season so much. The second season I only watched the first half of it because I just didn't have Cinemax or anything like that.
Right.
So I went back and I caught up on every episode. There's 3 seasons out. They just finished season 3 recently.
Okay.
Just ended. So I literally went and rewatched the first season and caught up to season 3 to the end of it. So I watched all 3 seasons, 30 episodes of fucking Banshee. Okay. I watched since last week. And they're hour-long episodes.
Right.
I fucking love this. Is flat out the best show on TV, period, right now.
Okay.
Nothing is better than the show.
Okay.
The show is so... You think Game of Thrones is good? Fuck out of here.
Game of Thrones.
People think Game of Thrones is... The people are like, oh man, Game of Thrones, don't love anybody because they're going to kill them.
Yeah.
Yo, and Banshee, in the fucking 3rd season, they kill like everybody you care about.
Everybody?
Like pretty much everyone you care about is fucking dead. They kill a girl, actress, because there's an Indian girl named Nola.
Okay.
She's like an assassin for like the reservation or something like that. She's a really tough warrior, man. Killer fight between her and this bad guy. He fucking tears her throat out. Like you see her, you see him like they're fighting and they're both equally matched. This guy, he's a silent assassin guy for the bad guy. Yeah. She's a fucking witty Native American Pocahontas assassin chick for the reservation. They're fighting. They're equally matched. She's tomahawking his ribs. Ha 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 ha. He's like, oh shit, the ribs. So he fucking tears the what's the thing called on the car, front of the car? You know, like the little
hood,
the little
the ornament,
the ornament off top of the car, and it's some fancy brand. It's like it looks like a dove or something, or like an angel.
Okay.
But it's like sharp. So he fucking pulls that shit off, stabs her in the fucking throat, and twists it right, and you see her throat like tear open. Then he drops it, pulls his hand in there to grab the fucking tubes, man. And he's like, he's staring at her like, you're gonna die, bitch. And he fucking pulls it out, and she falls to the ground. And I'm like, dude, it's so bloody. It's so in the first season, Zach. This is gonna make you.
That was the first season.
This is season 3. In the first season, the main character fights a big albino guy in prison.
Okay.
Who's trying to make him suck his dick. He's like, you're gonna suck my dick, bitch. Right? And he's like, you beat me up because you're so much bigger than me. Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm gonna suck your dick, aka I'm gonna cut your dick off with a fucking knife.
Oh well,
and then I'm gonna push my fingers into your eyeballs so you're fucking blind. And then I'm gonna cut your fucking limbs so you fall down with this fucking knife so you're bleeding everywhere. And then I'm gonna take your neck and put it on a workout bar and grab a weight and slam it on your neck so you fucking die. This show is so rad.
What the fuck?
This show is so brutal, man.
Jesus.
Banshee, Cinemax. I don't give a fuck. It's so good. Check it out.
Banshee.
It's insane. It's insane.
You
can tell I'm into the show a lot.
Yeah.
I started writing a book, Zach.
Okay.
Right? I'm on chapter I have 8 pages in or something like that, right?
Okay.
That's one.
Chapter 1.
Do it for fun. Well, actually, I mean, technically, I have 2 chapters in. Because the document's longer than pages.
Oh, okay.
But it's a thief book, action-packed book. I'm writing it, I'm just writing a script for Banshee. That's all I'm doing.
I'm just writing Banshee.
I'm just writing a script for Banshee. I should just send it in, hey, if this is maybe kind of good. But so I'm watching Banshee. Or I'm done watching Banshee.
Right.
And then today I started watching The Shield again.
Okay.
Because I have it on DVD, had the whole series. And The Shield, like I mentioned before, is I think the best cop show ever made. Flat out. Better than The Wire. The Wire could eat a dick. Even though The Wire is an amazing show. But The Shield is an awesome show. It did everything Breaking Bad did, The Shield did in 2002 or whatever. 2003, whenever it came out. I'm on episode 1, just finished it.
Okay.
So I have 4 more seasons to go if I'm going to keep watching it. It's just for fun type thing.
Okay.
But it's such an amazing drama. It's an FX show too, and it's this is back when FX was able to do a lot more shit than they could do now. Because Justified and those kind of shows, the Americans, they push cable boundaries without doing too much wrong.
Yeah.
But the first episode of The Shield on FX, there's a scene where the main character's interrogating a child pedophile guy.
Yeah.
And he's talking about, hey, I have a daughter at home. Should I bring her in here and you can stick your dick in her?
Yeah.
And it's there's conversations that you don't see on TV anymore because of just rules, guidelines.
Mm-hmm.
And FX was like, no, we're pushing it. And they pushed it to the limit with the show. And it's a fantastic show. Check out The Shield if you haven't seen it, which you probably should have. If you're a fan of cop crime drama shit, check out The Shield.
Okay.
Check out Banshee. Check out Battlestar Galactica.
All that stuff.
That's what I watched this week.
Okay.
So, heading into our next segment of the show, the news segment, where Zach and I talk about the best news articles and stuff like that of the week.
Yes.
I'll be honest, Zach, on my end.
Huh.
On my end, man, the news was slow for me this week.
It was slow for me as well. I really don't have that much at all, really.
Perfect. Go. What you got? What's the hottest thing on your list?
Hottest thing I got? Thing that got me most excited right now? That Black Mass trailer.
Which one?
With Johnny Depp?
Oh, the Hitman one.
Yeah, the gangster one.
Didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it?
How was it?
I liked it a lot. Actually, which I didn't think I would because it's Johnny Depp. But actually, in this movie, he looks like he's actually going to be a decent character. He's actually going to be acting.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the trailer a lot. It actually made me really excited to go see this movie. I actually want to see this movie in theaters now.
When's it come out?
I don't know. Maybe sometime I think it comes out over the summer sometime.
Because I saw the pictures for it, and it looks like he might actually be acting for once.
Yeah, based on that trailer, he's actually acting. Of course he has some dinky accent because he always tries to put an accent on a character, but he's actually acting.
But he's not playing some stupid left field kind of weirdo character.
No, he's playing a grounded, tough as nails, scary as shit gangster.
Back to Johnny Depp possibly actually acting.
Yes.
Because after Transcendence and shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh man, that guy.
I heard bad stuff about that movie.
That movie's garbage as fuck.
Yeah.
But that could be cool though. To see him do something different for once again.
Yeah, I'm excited
actually
to see
different.
him actually be in something that's not for kids.
Yeah, totally. And again, you go back to him acting. That's good. That's good. So
yeah,
because Johnny Depp's,
he's actually a really good actor. I hate it.
He's a good actor.
He's a good actor when he actually decides he wants to act.
Exactly. When he doesn't want to play some version of Jack Sparrow
or the Mad Hatter.
Yeah, when he actually wants to act.
Yeah.
He can do good. He can do good.
I agree.
On my end, some big news.
Okay.
Avatar. James Cameron's.
I saw this.
James Cameron's quote-unquote masterpiece, his magnum opus,
mm-hmm.
has 4 sequels in script form. according to his fellow producer, I believe, his producer, I didn't really check that out as far as that. I saw this, I was like, what the fuck? This is dumb. They're trying to make it 3 movies versus 4.
Now they're trying to make it 5 movies.
Yeah, now they want to do 5 movies now. The question is, Zach, do we really want to see that many more Avatars?
I don't even want to see a second half.
Exactly. Follow-up question: do we want to see a sequel to the first one?
I don't really want to see like the first one. Pretty much told the story, and that was basically like I don't even know what you're gonna do for the second one. Like I don't want to see just him being a Na'vi anymore. Like that's just.
I imagine that there's a big world, you can do a lot of shit with it. I completely agree with that. James Cameron's a very imaginative guy.
He is. I'll give him that.
But I think the reason why Avatar 1 is the highest grossing film of all time.
Yeah.
Is not because people want to see the story.
Yeah.
People wanted to see what took him 10 years to make or whatever. And have this much graphic interface.
Yeah.
But now that it's 2015, do we really care about that still? I don't know if we care about that. I don't think the magic's going to be there still.
I don't think it will be either. To be honest, I was kind of excited for Avatar when it was first announced, like back in high school. Like it was like, I think it was like junior year or something like that. Like when it was like the first trailer for it came out and all this other stuff. I watched it like 3 times and I was like, that's enough. I haven't seen it since like.
You watched it 3 times.
Like I watched it 3 times. Not consecutively.
I've seen it once, barely.
And I never watched it in the theater. I watched it on DVD. But I mean, I watch it. I have not seen it since like at least 2012.
I watched it once because our friend Shaquille, who's been on the show before, he bought it, really enjoyed it at the time.
Yeah.
Kept telling me I needed to see it.
That's a very Shaquille movie for him to like.
Yeah, so we were watching it, I was like, this movie fucking sucks. This movie fucking sucks. This movie fucking sucks. And I watched it, I was like, this is garbage.
Yeah.
This is garbage.
I didn't like it at all.
And not saying the acting was bad or anything. The acting was fine. Just the movie itself. I don't want to see this.
I just didn't like the story. The story was weird.
Yeah, the story was garbage.
The story didn't make any sense.
Like I've seen this story before. I know a lot of people compare it to Pocahontas and Gone with the Wind or whatever.
Yeah,
I get it, but just, I don't want to see
Dances with Wolves and all that.
Exactly, Dances with Wolves. I don't want to see. I don't need to see this. Yeah. I don't need 3 more. I don't need 1 more. I don't need 5.
I don't even need 1. I don't even need 1
Who
more.
comes into a fucking movie like, yo, I have 5 ideas for 5
That's what I'm understanding. That's why I'm trying to wrap my head around. It's like you haven't even started your second movie, or has he started?
No, they're still working. I mean,
yeah, he hasn't even done his second. Like, how are you? This is my problem that I had with 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, oh yeah, we have
greenlit all
boats. We've greenlit all the other sequels already. I'm like, you haven't even made your second one. Like, why are you greenlighting 2 movies ahead? Like,
yeah,
it just doesn't make any sense.
It's bad because this movie too. I mean, I know the cast has already been. I think they're contracted already to do the sequels.
Okay.
So they've been talking about it for years to go back and through time to do it. You know.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I guess they're committed to it.
Yeah.
But it's been so long already since the first one.
Yeah.
Do we really? The hype is gone, man. The hype is what's gonna happen. What's the tagline gonna be for the first one? Like, have you seen Avatar? The fucking highest grossing movie of all time with CG like no one's ever seen before. Are you gonna see it? Yeah, I'm gonna see it.
Yeah.
Avatar 2. Here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna see Avatar 2. Oh, the sequel to that movie that made a lot of money. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. You gonna see it? No.
No, not really.
No. Because you're fucking late.
Yeah.
You're 5 years too fucking late. It should have came out 5 years ago. It should have came out a year after the fucking first one.
Yeah, if he really wanted to capitalize on it, should have made it like the latest would have been 2013.
Not even the capitalize, but
the movie came out.
09? 08?
No, it wasn't
07?
09, was it?
I don't know.
It had to have at least been like 2010, 2011, I think.
It wasn't 2011.
Well, then it was like 2010, I think.
I think it was 2009. I think.
Was it
I'm guessing. I don't know.
Was it really 2009?
Is it?
Shit.
I'm guessing, Zach. I don't know. I'm thinking.
Hold on. Okay, go on. I'll figure it out.
But it's like, not even to capitalize on. Because I mean, it's gonna make money regardless. Like I know it will. But not necessarily to capitalize and make more money on it, because it's not gonna be the Avatar 2 is not gonna make fucking that much money as Avatar 1 did. I know for a fucking fact it's not.
It was 2009.
2009. So yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
But just to keep it fresh in people's minds, because the people that watched that first time around, they would have gave a shit 4 or 5 years ago. They don't give a shit now. Why would they care now? Why would they give a shit? They don't care.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
No one. I had met 0 people in my life that fucking went, I loved Avatar.
Yeah.
No way.
Nobody cares about Avatar anymore. They really don't.
So 5 sequels. Is your roommate in the room with you?
Yes.
Ask him right now, does he want to see Avatar have 5 sequels?
You know Avatar, right?
Yeah.
Would you want to see 5 sequels of that movie?
5.
Yeah.
I've only read that there was only 2 other sequels.
There's 2
beside
more.
The next movie.
There's 4 now. He has 4 scripts. Would you even want to see one?
I wouldn't mind it. I mean, it was the first one to me was good. I didn't see it as many times as you did. So. Yeah.
Would you watch? So you'd watch 1 sequel.
I'd watch the next one. If it's not.
Would
good,
you watch
then
4
I'll
sequels?
If the next one isn't good, I mean, well, look at me in Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Hey, nah. Fast and Furious has improved a lot.
Fast and Furious, but look at me in Fast and Furious.
But no, I got you. I got you.
See, but general consensus, like I don't know people that are like, yo, yeah. I'm so into Avatar. I have the fucking poster on my goddamn wall. I'm cosplaying as fucking
not anymore. People didn't like back in 2010, 2011. Everybody was like Avatar. But like,
well, see, even that I didn't know anyone like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my thoughts on it. Avatar. don't need to see any more of it. James Cameron, go back to making good science fiction shit.
Go back to making Terminator 2.
See you.
What? What? I'm so confused.
I was like, I see you.
But what you got for me, man?
Okay, next thing I got, Pacific Rim 2 and Warcraft were pushed back to 2017 and 2016 respectively in the summer.
Pac Rim 2, April 7th original date, pushed to August 4th.
2017, and Warcraft was pushed back to 2016.
But were you even really excited for Warcraft?
No, I wasn't, but it came with the Pac Rim news, so I had to talk about it.
See, Warcraft. Here's the thing: Warcraft has an amazing story. Like the lore
I've
behind.
I've never even played Warcraft. Like,
so
I literally have no idea about that game.
I fucking loved Warcraft 3, man, and the expansion. I played Warcraft 3 a lot when I was a fucking kid. You know, World of Warcraft never played it. I played here and there just for fun, trying to get into it. But the lore is very well written. They hire like writers to write this shit.
Yeah.
So the movie's gonna be done. It's a CG movie. Could be really cool. Pac Rim 2 being pushed back. What is that, like 8 months?
Yeah, I think so.
April to August, whatever that is. That's shitty, man. That really sucks. I want to see that movie like now.
Yeah, I totally agree because the first one was so good. I can't wait to see what else Del Toro is planning on doing with that world. But
did they say why they're pushing it back? No, right?
I don't think they did. I don't remember seeing anything like specific about it.
Yeah. So
I just remember saying that they pushed it back.
That's months for them to work on either graphically stuff or do reshoots or whatever it may be. So that's good.
Yeah.
Did you see though in that same batch at the convention where they announced these pushbacks that the Mummy reboot got pushed back as well?
I had that on there as well.
Yeah.
Which I'm actually kind of bummed about because I really enjoyed the Mummy movies up till the Jet Li one because I really haven't seen that one. But the first 2 were like really, really good to me, except for that god-awful part with the CGI scorpion.
But it's being pushed back from June 24th, 2016 to fucking March 24th, 2017.
It got moved back to... Oh, it is March 2017. Yeah.
So, because the reboot, I don't know who's going to be in it. I think Brendan Fraser, or what's his name?
I know he said he wanted to do it again, but I don't know if they actually...
He lost some weight. Fuck yes.
I would be down for him.
He was awesome as that character.
He was so cool. Whatever his name, that guy.
Whatever his name was.
I don't remember his name.
Whatever.
O'Neill something.
Oh, was it O'Neill?
Something O'Neill.
Whatever. As long as he's in it and Rachel Weisz is in it.
Didn't they change actors?
Weisz
or actresses at one point?
No, she plays in both.
I mean the third. Oh, they changed it for the third one.
Did they? Does she play his wife still?
No, she wasn't in. No, like. Well, you mean the new actress? I think so. Yeah.
Was it playing his wife or was it playing someone else?
I'm pretty sure it was playing his wife.
Oh, fuck, man. Rachel Weisz was fucking... She's fucking awesome. Yeah. But the Jet Li movie, though, was bad. That was a bad movie. So bad. O'Connell, okay.
Rick O'Connell.
Maybe it'll be his son. Yo, it's going to be his son as an adult.
That'd be pretty sick.
Because the Mummy was a good chance to be like,
yeah,
a good reimagining of the Universal Monster Mummy movie, but having it focus on a guy who's like Indiana Jones, but more gun happy.
Yeah,
and that was really cool. That was a really cool idea to have.
I
you know who could be great in this movie?
Not Jet Li.
Not Jet Li. Not Jackie Chan.
As a
replacement for
Donnie Yen.
I mean, as the main guy, as a replacement for O'Connell.
Okay.
Who is your first pick as a replacement for that character? You think in your head? Anybody come to mind first, like flat out?
Flat out. First, you're not gonna like my first.
Go for it.
Comes to my mind, Chris Pratt.
No, fuck yes.
Oh yeah, you agree?
That's my pick.
Yeah, I would definitely.
Who else would? That is the perfect kind of guy to play that character.
I don't know why, but I also kind of thought Tom Hardy for a second, but Tom Hardy's way too serious.
Tom Hardy can be funny because he's really funny in Rock and Roll.
Oh, and in This Means War, he's really funny too.
He's just really funny in that movie too. Yeah. Exactly. But Chris Pratt would be perfect. He is so similar already, which could be a good or bad thing, but I think he could be really good as playing a type of character like that, which is why people want him to be Indiana Jones. But when people are like, Jason, you think he's bad Indiana Jones, but you want him to be the guy from the Mummy, they're so similar. No.
Brendan Fraser's character is super funny.
Here's first things first. Indiana Jones is fucking Indiana Jones. Yeah. Don't fucking try to get this motherfucker Chris Pratt to be goddamn Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
So that's...
You can get him to be O'Connell.
You can get him to be a fucking knockoff, but you ain't gonna get him to be the original. That's what that is. My next piece of news.
Okay.
Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. No Tears for the Dead. The Wolverine.
Okay.
Jurassic World.
Okay.
Actor Brian T is now the new Shredder in TMNT 2.
Who's Brian T?
He is the Asian guy who played the Drift King in Tokyo Drift.
That's DK?
See, your fucking roommate knew.
Yeah. He knew right. Oh yeah, he knew right away.
Yeah, he plays.
I did not know his.
He plays DK. But he's also he was in Wolverine. He's in Jurassic World. He plays one of the guys with the guns.
One of the
crew members or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
He played an assassin in No Tears for the Dead, which is a really bad movie I talked about recently.
Okay.
It's an assassin Asian film by the same guy who did Man from Nowhere.
That's such a good movie.
But he's playing Shredder, which is not a bad pick. He's a Japanese guy.
Yeah.
In real life. Okay. He's a really buff dude, so I know he can do physical stuff. I've seen him do it before in other movies.
Yeah.
He has a great voice for it, great look, really good looking, like, built guy.
Yeah.
So Shredder's not a bad pick. They're changing the perspective.
Was Shredder not in the first
He
movie?
Was in the first one. He was.
He was?
Yeah, but he's mostly CG.
So it wasn't like a real person?
He was mostly CG, yeah. Mostly CG.
Okay. So they're actually going to put a real...
Yeah, they're going to put a real person in there.
Are they going to explain?
He died in the first movie, but then he touched some ooze.
Okay.
So I don't know how it's going to work.
Oozy powered, okay.
Maybe, I mean, usually...
Like how they did in the Secret of the Ooze.
Well, usually
the second TMNT movie.
Usually you mutate into something else.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he's going to mutate into, or it's just going to heal him. I think it's just going to heal him, I believe. But either way, it's good to have a person there versus a big giant... Because the whole movie was like you're watching CG things fight CG things.
Yeah.
So giving a person there, at least for on-screen acting, is great to have with like other human beings, but I don't know. No, they have someone else play him as well. Mm-hmm. I don't really remember much of his human scenes, if there were any of them, because you don't really see Shredder too much in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
But he had dumb chainsaw gloves. Stupid.
I thought he had like the million knives singing like knives all over the place. It looked crazy.
That too. It was stupid.
It didn't look good?
It looked fucking dumb. So that's my news. What else you got?
What else do I got? I got actually something that kind of concerned me a little bit. The Deep Blue Goodbye is possibly canceled. This is a film with that Christian Bale attached to it. I talked about it, I think, a month or two ago at this point. It was a film in which Christian Bale plays like a dock worker who like sees this girl getting like having her life torn apart by her ex-boyfriend, and he like steps in to help her. But apparently, it got canceled as of right now, or it got delayed as of right now because he got in an accident with one of his other films, The Big Short, where he got an ACL tear. Mm-hmm. And apparently this movie is going to be very, very like physical, especially the climax. So they have to delay it for a little bit. James Mangold is the director of this. But yeah, I saw this and I'm actually kind of sad because I saw the synopsis for this and I was like, I really kind of want to see this. It reminds me a lot of like, what is it? Out of the Furnace, kind of that kind of like intense role for Christian Bale to take part of. But yeah, so that happened. Wasn't very happy about that when I read that, but
I mean, he'll get better. He'll do it. He's a very good guy on those kind of things where he'll like, you know.
Yeah, the problem is, they're gonna have to delay it even longer because you've got Mangold working on the next Wolverine movie since this got delayed.
Yeah,
he's gonna go straight working into that, so it's gonna be even longer before we get this film, which kind of sucks because I think it could be really really good, but
we'll find out.
We'll have to wait and see.
Exactly. That's all I got for news, actually.
Oh, that's all you got for news?
Yep, that's those only things.
I got some other stuff.
Sure, what you got?
Okay. Well, Goosebumps might be getting a movie adaptation.
Oh God.
R.L. Stein. So that's a thing.
Is he still alive?
I think he is. I think he's still writing stuff.
Oh,
I think he's writing like teen books, like not like kids books. Now he's writing like teen books.
Oh no.
But yeah, so Goosebumps might be getting that. You've got Daniel Bruhl. He's gonna play Baron Zemo in the Civil War.
No, he is great. I love that guy.
I like him a lot too.
He is great in the movie Rush.
Yeah.
He is so good in that movie. That's
the Chris Hemsworth run.
Chris Hemsworth, Ron Howard movie.
Yeah.
True story. Oh God, he is so good in that movie, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, he's also isn't he in a spy movie coming up or something like that, or a crime movie? He's in a crime movie coming up.
Is he?
He plays like a reporter or something like that, or like an actor or something like that, where he's like a bunch of murders are going on, and he's like trying to follow it and make it like a movie or something like that. I could be wrong about that, but it's like one of those type of stories and it looks really really cool.
Yeah,
that guy is good, dude. That guy's really good.
Alone in Berlin.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Is that it?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, so he's gonna be our Baron Zemo. Kind of excited for that. See how that character works out. Civil War is already super packed as it is, so the fact that they're gonna be able to like fit him in there along with all this other crap with Iron Man and Captain America will be interesting. I'm pretty sure that movie's gonna be like 3 hours long. But
or everyone's gonna have like a 5-minute scene.
I was gonna say, or he's gonna be in there for like 2 minutes and they'll move on to Iron Man versus Captain America.
Exactly.
But and then the last piece of news that I want to talk about, because we don't want to talk about the Joker.
I didn't even think about that.
Or Nightcrawler. We don't want to talk about either of those.
We'll pass on that.
Yeah, we'll pass on both those. But Adam Wingard is set to helm a Death Note film. And I only wanted to touch on this to have a conversation with you about movie adaptations, Hollywood movie adaptations of anime.
Okay.
And my question for you is, do you think that they can keep up doing anime movie films? Like, because we have Ghost in the Shell coming up.
Yeah.
We've had many failed Dragon Ball Z attempts.
A couple.
Yeah, we've had. I know Japan's pretty big with having live action. Japan. I don't know why I said it like that.
Look, it's Street Fighter 2. Japan.
Having live adaptations with they have many Rurouni Kenshin films. They've got their own live adaptations for Death Note. Those are really
good though.
Yeah, they've had their own live adaptation for Death Note already.
Yeah, they have 2 of them. I believe.
Yeah, so I mean Japan's got their live action stuff down. But do you think America can do this? I also have a follow-up question when we're done talking about this.
Sure. So Hollywood producing movies based on anime, if they're taking the idea and making it Americanized, very similar to like, wasn't really an anime, but it was a manga, but like Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Where they take it, but it's a general sci-fi idea.
Yeah.
Ghost in the Shell, since it's so sci-fi and very very rooted in Japanese culture.
Yeah.
That's going to have to be formatted and changed to fit an American audience or fit a North American audience.
Yeah.
But that's still to be seen how it's going to turn out or not. We don't know how it's going to be. I mean, we know it's shooting because Carl Johansson's mentioned it. They're going to start shooting it soon, which is great news. Now, if they find an audience, that's the question we talked about before about how the debate between hiring someone who's going to be an Asian actress to stay true to the original series or finding someone who's going to be drag in audience and the money, with Scarlett Johansson being the actress. Yeah. So that's the problem. But with something like Death Note, where because I hate Death Note, I've never been a fan of it. Okay. But it's a very very well written series. Yeah. I've read it before. It's a very well written series. The writers are really well at writing that comic book. Yeah. And it's a story that you can tell anywhere. You don't have to be in a Japanese setting. Yeah. So Hollywood trying to make that's the smart pick. That's a smart pick to go for, because it's not like over the top anime. It's like it's a crime story with gods in it. Yeah. Or demons or whatever. Which is fine. Something. Yeah. Yes, which is fine. It's a story you can do, and it's a cat and mouse game between two people. Mm-hmm. Now there's very anime things about it, like very eccentric characters in it. Yeah. Which is fine, but it's a crime story at the heart of it. So that's really cool. Mm-hmm. And as a movie, an American movie, if they find the right actors for it, I think it can maybe. It won't do well. I'll say that right. It won't succeed. Yeah. It will maybe make money amongst fans of anime. Mm-hmm. And that's probably, I imagine. I don't imagine it gonna be like a Hollywood blockbuster. You're gonna see No, this summer you're gonna see fucking Fast and Furious 8 or Death Note. You're not gonna see it's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be some small lower budget film. Yeah. That I don't think is gonna do that well. Okay. That's just because I don't think that the hype behind it is still there compared to now if it was 2008 and they're like Death Note Hollywood movie coming out, fucking Jake Gyllenhaal's gonna be in it, everyone's gonna go see it because it's so popular. Yeah. But it's the same question we have with Robotech coming out. Sony's making that. It's gonna be an Americanized type of movie. Mm-hmm. That's hella anime. Yeah. Ghost in the Shell, anything that's like that, it's gonna be hard to make. They're trying to do that sequel to Dragon Ball Evolution, Yeah. Look how bad that turned out. It didn't even happen. So it's rough, man, because comic books are a little easier to do, like Americanized comic books, superheroes, because you have this belief is there, but at the same time, there's only so much they can do. And they're picking wisely. They're not doing Silver Surfer right from the jump. Yeah.
They didn't start off with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. They waited a while before going into the super intense ones that are super graphically interface. Yeah. But most anime is like that, a lot of random things like that. So it's kind of hard to pick the right thing here and there to do. Yeah. But you mentioned that Japan does these things. Japan makes live action stuff all the time. Yeah. The Attack on Titan live action is coming out. The trailer was dropped last week.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly. They have things like Kashurn, which is a great old classic robot anime. Mm-hmm. But people are like, "Where's Gundam at?" and things like that. And we want to see these certain anime be made into movies, but it's can they be done? Yeah. Most likely, no.
Yeah, that was actually my follow-up question. Is Death Note, the fact that they chose Death Note, I think is, like you said earlier, it's a very smart pick for them because it's more of a grounded thing. That, it has, like you said, it has grandiose and eccentric parts to it. But for the most part, it's very grounded in reality as something that could possibly happen minus the whole Death God thing. But, you could find, some kid who decides to go on a crime spree and his dad could be a police commissioner, and that's how he knows all the procedure, he can get away with so much and all this other stuff.
Or he's a genius,
or he's part genius, and then he ends up becoming a cop and gets cover up his crimes even better. But Death Note, I think, could portray itself a lot easier to Hollywood films than something like, trying to think of a really eccentric one, something like. I don't want to say Psychopaths because Psychopaths could actually work as a Hollywood film too.
But Dragon Ball, for example, Dragon Ball couldn't do it. Dragon Ball couldn't do it.
Dragon Ball can't do it. I don't think you could do this with something like Full Metal Alchemist.
No.
Full Metal Alchemist is way over.
Too big. It's too big.
I would love to see Full Metal Alchemist, but there's just too much stuff going on.
That would be a TV show.
Yeah, that would be a
TV show. That would be a series.
TV show.
The only reason why things like Edge of Tomorrow or Ghost in the Shell will even succeed is because they're placed in a genre that is universally loved. Mm-hmm. They're not anime genres. That's science fiction. They're so hardcore. The creators of those things are so obviously interested in science fiction that Ghost in the Shell is wall-to-the-wall science fiction. Yeah. It's anime in the fact that it's anime, flat out. It's anime, but the story and the writing is not anime. It's science fiction writing. Mm-hmm. That's why people can enjoy it of all walks of science fiction fandom. That's why the movie could succeed. If it was like Naruto, the live-action movie,
That was another one that
I don't think it could do well, you know.
Naruto or like One Piece. One Piece couldn't do well.
Those big popular like type of anime and manga probably couldn't do well. But things that are like, you know, generally more adult, things that I mean, like the anime adaptations in Japan that are like really popular, it's like slice of lifey things that don't have any. They're just acting. They're just like dramas, like rom-coms or something like that.
Yeah,
those could do fine all the time. Like if Hollywood wanted to go find some really good things, they can go find some Japanese comic book and be like, let's make it. It's a rom-com. Let's make it a movie.
Yeah,
let's just make sure that the love between the brother and sister. We changed that because
we don't even change that part out.
We don't do that in America, but you know, stuff like that. I think it's totally.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all I wanted. That's it for my movie news. That's all I wanted to talk.
What was your follow-up question? You said?
Oh, that was it. Just,
okay.
Like, pick like what type of anime should they pick to like?
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Really capitalize on like the market of making anime.
Yeah, I mean, it's rom-coms, sci-fi stuff is probably the best.
Yeah.
Rom-coms is hard because anything comedy you have to change to fit our culture because we're different culture from them.
Yeah.
It's science fiction stuff, action stuff that's like very grounded in reality, cop stuff, stuff like that. I mean, yeah, you can't really make these giant. But I was gonna say though about you're talking about the Death Note thing.
Yeah.
Del Toro can do it.
Del Toro could do it.
Only because since it has gods in it, if you make that not CG, like in the Japanese movies, put a guy in a costume.
Practical effects.
Practical effects would be perfect.
I agree. It'd be awesome.
So, next part of the show, guys. What's out this week in theaters and on Blu-ray? In theaters, The Big Daddy. Avengers Age of Ultron comes out.
Oh, yeah. It does.
On this Friday. Far from the Maddening Crowd, Welcome to Me, and Hyena are all coming out. Zach, you seeing Age of Ultron?
Yeah, I'll probably be seeing it on Saturday, I think.
I have to fucking work, man.
You do?
Yeah, I have to work. Weekend sucks.
All weekend?
I'm off till Tuesday.
Damn, that is god awful.
Yeah, but on home release, we got Paddington.
Yeah.
The Wedding Ringer.
Okay.
Paul Thomas Anderson's latest classic, Inherent Vice.
Yeah.
The Boy Next Door, The Gambler, Taken 3, and yeah.
Oh, that's it?
I think that's it, I believe.
All right.
But that leads us, Zach, to our final topic of the show, a discussion about movies. What's our topic this week, Zach?
Our topic this week is something actually very, very special. We are comparing an original to its remake, specifically the 1980s classic vampire flick, Fright Night, compared to its 2011 counterpart, which is Fright Night, which has Anton Yelchin in it. And I did not realize that he was in this movie, and I watched the first 2 minutes, and I was like, this is sick as fuck.
I told you
that he's in there, along with Naomi Poots.
No, that's Imogen Poots.
Imogen, whatever Poots. Her name is. Yeah. She's way hotter in this movie than she was in that awkward moment.
You are, oh man. And then it also has David Tennant.
Yes.
And it has
Colin Farrell. Nick Lovin.
So how do you want to go about this, Zach? How do you want to go about this comparison?
I think, do you want to talk about each movie? I think we should talk about each movie individually, and then like just which one, like at the end, just talk about like which one we liked better.
Sure.
Like after we talked about each of them, just talk about which one we liked better and why we liked it better.
Yeah, sure.
So the first one, 1985, I believe. This started off super, super weird. It was, first of all, this movie is like 80s as fuck. Like it's so 80s, it's not even funny. Like the whole, I don't want to call it like breaking the fourth wall because it's not really. But with the whole Fright Night thing, like going in the background and like introducing the character of like Peter Vincent and all that stuff, and then seeing like Charlie and his girlfriend, who is the next door neighbor from Married with Children, I found out, which is why she looks so familiar to me. I was like, I know this bitch. I know her from somewhere because her voice is annoying.
Yeah,
and I was like, she's the feminist on Married with Children. But yeah, so it was really good to see like that whole character dynamic between them. The guy who plays the vampire is the villain from Princess Bride. So it's like just a lot of good. There was actually a lot of good like actors in this movie that I did not realize were a part of this film, and I was like, I was very excited to see this. What else was there? Oh my god!
Have you ever seen this one before?
I've never seen either of these before.
Okay, so this is fresh for you both.
This was both of these were very fresh.
Okay, yeah. So I've seen both these movies prior.
Okay.
I love both of them. I'll flat out say right now.
They're both really, really good. Yeah.
But the original version, 1985.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned, Charlie and his girlfriend Amy.
Yeah.
They're like it's a weird bond between the two. Because like they've been dating for a while, like they've been dating for a year, and no, he's not trying to pressure or anything. The first thing I thought about rewatching this movie, because I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah.
And to me, last time I thought about Fright Night, I keep thinking about the remake in 2011.
Yeah.
So when I was rewatching the 1985 version or the original version, the first thing that popped in my head was, "Yo, what the fuck is wrong with Amy's hair? Amy's hair is so stupid.
It's so dumb.
Has a dumb.
She's wearing like the weird
dumb ribbon.
overall thing." Wasn't she?
Yeah, she's wearing overalls and some stuff.
Yeah.
It's 80s fashion, I get.
It's very 80s.
But her
80s.
hair, I have never seen
those
hair
weird
like that
scrunchy-ish
ever.
things, like
in the middle, the middle side of her head, like the middle of her dang head.
Yeah.
Like I have watched a billion 80s movies.
Yeah.
I have watched every John Hughes movie 1,000 times. I know 80s style from Terminator. I've seen 80s movies. I have fucking never seen hair like that before. And it looks so stupid.
Yeah,
and
really.
also, holy crap, dang, Zach, does
What?
Charlie sound kind of like Mark Hamill?
Oh, he does kind of.
He sounds a little special in the beginning of the movie. He's like Amy, go get some power converters. It's like, he sounds so similar to Luke.
Yeah.
But the first movie has really cool. Again, it's super 80s, like you mentioned before. Super 80s.
Yeah.
Really cool diners.
Yeah.
Where did those go?
They
I
actually
want to
have
see
really
those.
good effects for being an 80s film. Like,
well, because you take like this original version.
Yeah.
Has such great practical effects.
Yeah.
I mean, we see that with. I mean, when the main isn't his name when Jerry turns into a vampire.
Yeah.
Practical effects. When he dies, practical effects.
Practical effects.
Turns into a bat. Practical effects. When
that
Ed,
weird Frankenstein zombie-ish butler thing he has, practical effects. When he dies, that thing was sick as fuck.
Oh, I was so
like brain
intense.
blood. I was so hyped for that.
Yeah, so I mean, when Ed turns into a vampire, practical effects.
Oh,
Ed turns into a wolf, practical effects when he dies.
Oh god! So I imagine that's what the Wolf Cop transformation looked like. It just
oh
awful.
no, Wolf Cop was worse, dude. Oh,
Wolf Cop was worse. It was
worse.
so bad though. I was just watching it.
No, you thought so the practical effects again. They're really well done. Practical effects, sweet 80s jams throughout the whole movie, especially the club scene. The
Some
club
sick
scene
soundtracks,
had the club scene had such a great 80s. I'm not sure what song that was. I want to know what it is though. The song when they're in the club and Jerry's being like a hella creep.
Yeah,
touching all over Amy's booty.
Fuck Jerry in both these movies.
Why?
For fighting the girlfriend. Like what the fuck? Like it's.
Well, I get it. I understand.
I mean, I get it, but it's like. It's still bullshit. I don't like it.
Yeah, but in the original movie,
he
Jerry
definitely like rapes her with his
mind control skill. Oh yeah, okay.
With his teeth. Well, yeah, with his mind too.
He's controlling Amy in the first movie of the club. He's touching all over her like 17-year-old butt.
Mm-hmm.
He's like super old. What are you doing?
Definitely being like a pedophile.
Being super
like
creepy.
Over like 500 years old.
But the song is great. Music's great. The effects are great. So the first movie is obviously classic. It's not even a cult classic. It's a classic. The sequel's a cult classic. Fright Night 2.
Yeah.
Which has the same cast, which is a classic cult film. The first movie, everyone loves it. Same vein as like Teen Wolf. Yeah. Stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Everyone loves this movie. It's a beloved, dearly loved movie. Yeah. And I agree. It's a fantastic film.
It's really, really
special effects are awesome. Practical effects.
I agree.
The main cast is great. Everything about it's a really fun horror comedy movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not like... I like that it's not the traditional... Like, it makes fun of vampire movies.
Yeah.
And I like that a lot. It was the very same feeling I had when I was, like, watching Cabin in the Woods, and Cabin in the Woods was making fun of, like...
Yeah.
Not just zombie movies, but, like, horror movies in general. I like it when movies are able to poke fun at their own genre. Yeah. Which is why I like Archer so much, because it pokes fun at the spy genre.
Exactly. So, 2011... So here's what I imagine we're going to talk about both and then go back in and kind of explain things here and there about both that are different.
Yeah.
2011.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about it?
I liked it a lot. I think I liked it better than the first than the 1980s one.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard because the 1985 one was so good, but the cast in the 2011 one was so on point.
Yeah.
Anton Yelchin as the main character, Charlie, I thought was a really good cast. It reminded me a lot of him being like Odd Thomas, that kind of weird, eccentric, quirky character. You've got David Tennant being Peter Vincent, which, first of all, I fucking love David Tennant.
Yeah.
He's such a good actor. And the fact that he plays this like washed up, like coward of a man who like magician ass dude who like is like, oh yeah, I really, all of it's fake except my parents were killed by a vampire.
Yeah.
Oh, and the vampire was Colin Farrell. And I was like, oh okay, I'm down for it.
So
and he's a drunkard, so there's that too.
The 2011 version, I saw it in theaters when it came out.
Okay.
And I've seen the first one a lot. I mean, when I was younger, so I already had it in my head. So I had that. Most people have that. Like most people, first off, most people don't like the 2011 version because they really love the 85 version so much.
Right.
It's very similar to like Total Recall.
Okay.
Just a little different. I mean, obviously Total Recall 1 is like it's a different league of things, but people.
What is Colin Farrell starring in? What is it with Colin Farrell starring in remakes of 1980s movies?
But people like had a big issue with this movie coming out, and they are harsh, man. People were into it.
Yeah.
But I think acting wise, 2011 it's much more of a comedy than it is a horror film.
I would agree with that.
Whereas the 85 version is a much more horror film than a comedy film.
Yeah.
Even though they're both funny, but the 85 version is definitely more of a horror.
It focuses way more on the horror aspect.
I mean, 2011, the opening scene where it's Christopher Mintz-Plasse as Ed, and Charlie are walking through their friend Adam, whatever.
Adams,
their other friend's house.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, they're cracking jokes here and there, talking about, like, are you on drugs? Yeah, but still. They're cracking jokes here and there, so it's much more of a comedy feel for it.
Yeah, and he was like talking about Twilight. I can't believe you. I can't
believe you even freaking assume I read that or something like that.
I was about to say I can't. I'm so mad at you for thinking that I read Twilight or something.
Yeah, so there's much more of a comedy vein in it, which is fine. But their 2011 version, it's a good movie. Everyone acted very well in it. I think they portray the characters very well, even though they are different.
Yeah.
The characters are different characters. They're not the same thing. Characters. They're complete. I mean, Jerry's similar, but he's still different.
Yeah.
Mom's different.
Mom's a lot different.
Amy's a lot different.
Amy's completely different.
Charlie is. I have issues.
Charlie's kind of similar.
I have a lot of issues with this movie. Not because it's bad issues, just issues in general.
Okay.
But 2011, it's a good movie for what it is. Don't take it like it's the original. No, it's a remake, but it's different.
Oh yeah, no,
it's a reboot.
Which I like. I like that it's different. I don't want them to make the same film. Like, obviously, I have the 1981 if I want the original. Like, don't make the same thing.
Yeah.
I like that they changed it. Also, fuck Colin Farrell in that club for doing that weird, like, lip blood shit, and somehow that mesmerized her. I said, that doesn't make any sense.
Also, the club scene in 2011, less cool than the club scene in 85.
I would agree. Also, worse music in 2011.
Exactly.
And he bit her in the middle of the club, and nobody noticed. And I said, what the fuck is that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You're telling me nobody noticed that he's just straight up biting this chick, and she's got blood running down her neck. Also, 2011 version, 0 practical effects. All CG effects. Oh, yeah.
Which are fine. They look good.
They looked cool. Like, the vampires looked like they...
Yeah.
I will give... The first one, the 1980s one, is very much more horror-centric. But I think that the vampires, like Jerry and the vampires in the 2011 one, look a lot more scary.
Yeah, I agree. So I have a huge list here. I'm not sure if you can see.
Is this all notes?
This is all notes for my comparison of the two of them.
I do not have that many notes.
So I'm gonna run through some.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna run through my notes, and then we can kind of chip in here and there, talk about it. So
yeah.
First thing first.
Okay.
2011 versus 85. This is kind of comparing the 2011 version to the 85 version. Okay.
Okay.
2011.
Okay.
Ed comes to Charlie, versus in the original, Charlie asks Ed for help.
Yeah.
In the original film, Charlie is not friends with Ed really. They kind of know each other.
Yeah.
They aren't best friends.
Yeah.
And Charlie finds out that Jerry's a vampire. He runs to Ed. Ed doesn't believe him. Makes fun of him, gives him the garlic, gives him the little cross, stuff like that. Also, in the original version, Charlie and Amy, much different type of couple. Like they like each other a lot, They've been together for a while. They've been friends.
Mm-hmm.
Their families are friends.
Mm-hmm.
But Amy is not a slut like Ed says in the 2011 version. He calls her a slut. They make fun of her in the update.
Yeah.
She's not like a popular girl.
Yeah,
They're both
she's
kind
not
of
a
average.
girl, yeah.
So that's a lot different. Like I mentioned, Amy isn't a geeky chick.
Yeah.
In 2011 version,
she's a very hot chick.
in 2011, Imogen is a very, very, very obviously very popular.
Mm-hmm.
Even like Dave Franco's character, it was like,
dude, that is another.
How do you
thing.
score that?
Like everybody in this film, this is like before any of them were really pop. This is before Anton Yelchin was like in Star Trek and he was in all this other stuff. This is before Dave Franco was like on
Radar.
This is before he was on anybody's radar.
And then the other guy who plays the third man to his group of friends is in Modern Family.
He is he?
He plays
is he the boyfriend of the one chick?
Yeah. So, but yeah, and then in the 2011 version, like Amy isn't a geek. She's kind of a slut. She's known for getting around.
Yeah.
Charlie was best friends with Ed and
he
best
used
friends.
to be like a super nerd. And now he's
super nerdy.
Cool.
He leaves the group of friends who's nerdy to go be cool because he thinks they're holding back his life and his chances, whatever.
Yeah.
He wants to get the girl, Amy, so he leaves that behind.
Yeah.
He's a sneaker fan, which is kind of cool. He's super into shoes.
Yeah.
But here's where my issues started to get into it. My issues with this movie.
Okay.
They flipped the stereotype.
Okay.
They made it generic.
Okay.
They made the nerdy guy is the weird guy.
Oh yeah.
Who runs to his friend for help. Whereas in the original film, there was no stereotype.
Yeah.
There's the weird guy was just a guy just hanging out by himself.
Yeah.
And the average guy is the guy who's like, yo, listen, believe me, shit's going on.
Yeah.
In 2011, they're like, the weird guy has to go be one looking for vampires, which is kind of a bummer. Because that made the movie fresh in the original film. There wasn't like, this could happen to anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Versus in the update, McLovins were going around making patrols and shit.
Yeah. I agree.
I mean, because Charlie isn't the one who suspects Jerry in this film.
Yeah, Charlie's very skeptical for
the beginning.
First, 30 minutes of this movie. Yeah.
And then his friends get killed or whatever, so he thinks.
That hot neighbor gets eaten.
Yeah.
She disappears in the sun.
The stripper gets killed.
Dude,
oh, yeah.
She was so hot. But yeah, she gets burned to death or something like that.
But what's similar is that Colin Farrell, and I believe his name is Sam Sarandon, I believe. They're very similar look-wise, like tall guys, dark hair.
Actually, a really good callback to the first movie is Sam Sarandon was in the 2011 version.
Oh, was he? Where was he at?
He was. Do you remember the scene right after he like tells Amy and his mom about Jerry and like he's a vampire and they start running down the road?
Yeah.
And Colin Farrell is like chasing after him and all the way, and they get stopped in the middle of the road and this other car pulls up.
Oh yeah.
That's
I didn't even notice
Sam
that.
Sarandon. Yeah.
Didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
But they're very similar looking wise compared to both. I mean, stylistically, like what they wear is different.
Yeah.
You know, obviously Sam Sarandon's Jerry is much more of like a well-groomed kind of guy, and Colin Farrell's this rugged construction worker guy.
Yeah. Much more like rugged, delinquent-looking dude.
Yeah, exactly. And that issue is big to me though, that they changed that stereotype though, and made it kind of generic a little bit, like generic hot girl, generic guy, nerd wants to get the generic hot girl.
Yeah.
Even with that though, it's still kind of a fun movie. It's still a really, really fun movie. I enjoyed it a lot, but you can't think of it as the same thing because they're completely different.
Yeah.
But that really kind of bugged me a little bit when I first saw the film.
Okay.
Also though, like I said, I have notes, bro.
Okay.
Like I said, definitely a lot more of a comedy.
Yeah.
Anton Yelchin is so great.
Love
in
him in this movie.
Farrell
love him as Charlie.
Yeah, he's really good. Dave Franco is interesting. He's whatever. He plays Dave Franco.
He's really not in this movie all that much, but it was cool to see that like he was in this because I like him as an actor.
But Colin Farrell though, man,
Colin Farrell was
and 10 times more intimidating than
Sam
Sarandon's character.
Yeah,
and he adds kind of a creepiness to him. It's a little bit like, yo, it's kind of creepy.
Yeah. Also, that standoff in his house where he was like trying to get the beers, trying to get him to like invite him inside so he can kill him.
Pulsing, man.
It was
really good.
Pretty, like Colin Farrell pulled that off so well, being like that's super like it's awkward because he's like trying to get him to do without, but it's also like threatening at the same time.
Yeah.
He pulled it off like really, really well.
Yeah, I agree. But my biggest issue though, it's just the flip flops, man. The changing of things.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Imogen Poots' Amy is complete opposite of the original Amy.
Yeah.
One's really straightforward. The other one's kind of like really kind of like emotional. Like the original Amy's like really like doesn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
The 2011 one's like, I want this dick. I'm gonna get it. And it's just like, oh man, there's things that are just like that really added like flair, added some things to the original film that I thought were really good. 2011 version took those away and made it kind of a generic horror comedy film that you would see like on like Jennifer's Body or something like that. Like that Megan Fox movie. It's like same vein as that, which is like really a bummer because the first Fright Night is known as being a classic for a reason.
Yeah.
But I think since they took away practical effects, that definitely doesn't help at all.
Yeah.
If they had those in there still, I'm sure people would have gave more respect. But not looking at it as like, oh, this is a reboot. Just looking at it as its own thing. It's a fun movie, you know. And Anton Yelchin's great in it.
Yeah.
And Colin Farrell's great in it. And you know, I don't know. It's a movie.
I mean, I enjoyed it a lot. I really liked the 2011 version a lot. Yeah, I mean,
that didn't bother you though, like the switching of like the switching of the stereotype to make it like fit into a mold. Because it makes it more generic, in my opinion.
Yeah, it does. To be honest though, I didn't pick up on it at first.
Oh really? Okay.
Like, I don't know. I think I've just been too commissioned by my years of watching dumb movies that it didn't really like.
That makes sense.
That they like actually really switched it up a lot in like that respect. But now that you brought that to mind, it does kind of like. It's kind of sad to see them do that because they could have totally stuck with the old. Typecasting that they did, and it would have been fine.
Like not saying like the new plot line.
Yeah.
The new plot line for the 2011 version, like it's still a well done plot line. You know, like best friends. The group breaks up because one guy's like trying to grow up. That's a fine story. That's fine.
Yeah.
It just makes it more generic by having that happen.
Yeah.
Where the originality and uniqueness of the first film is completely washed away. By CG effects and generic writing. I'm not saying it's bad, but that's just the fact.
Yeah.
The original movie, I think, will be forever praised.
Yeah.
The 2011 version is a reboot that failed the people. Now, I don't think that personally. I enjoy both of them for what they are separately.
Yeah.
So I think the 2011 version is really good.
Yeah.
I loved it. I was so hyped to see it in theaters.
Yeah, I love the 2011 version. And I mean, this is not detracting from the 1985 version. I still think that's a really good movie in its own right. I don't know. I just enjoyed the 2011 version more, but...
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. I enjoy the 2011 version a lot more, too. I mean... But just comparing those issues are things that I think are big deals when it comes to writing. But I'm not like, no, like they're separate movies, they're different movies for a reason.
Yeah.
But I enjoy both. I think people should probably check out both.
Yeah.
Don't just assume that. Don't just watch the first one and be like, I picked the better one. Like, no, watch both of them because they're both different movies.
They're both they're both good in their own right. Like, even if people didn't know about the first movie and they just saw the 2011 version, they would say, that's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I agree too. Too.
Yeah,
it's just it sucks when you have a really decent film, and they change something about it, and people automatically shun it because they changed something that they didn't like.
Yeah, completely.
I'm sure there's an example of this somewhere else. I can't think of one off the top of my head. Total Recall.
Total Recall is a good example. I mean, people didn't want that either.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Tons of reboots like that have that issue.
Yeah.
Or like, but nothing. I don't think I've seen one as progressively different as this movie, Fright Night. Fright Night's a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's not detrimental to like the film. It's still the general same story.
Yeah.
You know, vampire next door type thing. Just different ways of getting there. Which I thought were cool ways to have in the original film. So they're both special in their own ways. Mm-hmm. Probably one's more special than the other. Obviously, probably the 85 version, since it has practical effects.
Yeah.
You know, will be loved for a long, long time. I don't know.
Agree.
Check out both. That's what I would say.
I definitely would tell everybody, if you haven't checked them out yet, check them both out.
And then do yourself a solid and then watch both sequels to both.
I still have not seen the. Do they both have a sequel?
Yeah, they both have part 2s.
They do?
Yeah, and they're both different. So Fright Night original 85 version has a sequel, has the same cast in it.
I knew that one had a sequel. I didn't know that the 2011 one had a sequel too, though.
Yeah, so the 85 version has Sam Sarandon, not Sam Sarandon. It has the guy who plays Charlie in it and all that stuff like that, and the girls in it, I too believe.
Okay.
The 2011 version, completely different cast, takes place in Romania, but they both have like female vampires, I believe.
Okay.
About number 2 though, from the part 2 of the original series. You can't find that shit anywhere.
You can't.
They made a DVD like one time.
Yeah,
it's a cult classic. It's hard to find.
Yeah.
You can go to Best Buy right now and get the new one, part 2, for like $7. Like it's like, you know what I mean, different spectrums. But yeah, I totally check out Fright Night for like horror comedies. I mean, it's up there with, especially the original one. If you like special practical effects, great example of practical effects. If you're into Colin Farrell or Anton Yelchin, check out the 2011 version.
If you're into Colin Farrell, check out this
or
movie.
If you're into Imogen Poots. Oh, man, Imogen Poots.
Yeah, it's so good in this movie.
But that's our show, guys. Thanks for listening to this episode of Zach and Jay's Ticket Stubs Podcast. Zach, if they want to see us online, where can they go?
If they want to find us online, they can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Zach and Jay's Ticket Stubs. Or they can find us on YouTube to check out all of our videos, both new and in the past. At youtube.com/Ticket Stubs Podcast. You can also check out all of our articles, movie reviews. Jason's got stuff coming up. You can also check out, it's our giant hub for everything, Ticket Stubs Podcast at theextendededition.com.
And man, when the summer hits, Zach, when you're back in town, I'm pushing you into overdrive, baby.
Yes.
We're gonna be fucking.
I'm excited for it.
We're gonna be putting out more stuff,
more content,
more writing on the website.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I can get Zach to write some more stuff because it would be a little bit more free.
I'm hoping. I'm pretty sure I'll have time to write some more stuff. Hopefully, I'll be able to get some more movie reviews. Just
I'm hoping
in general about
we'll both
news.
be in town. We'll both be in Charleston. We can go see movies together finally.
Yes, we can finally start seeing movies together again.
And then doing that, so we have a general idea together. Yeah. You know what I am thinking though, Zach, about doing?
What?
Here's what I'm thinking. Right, this is the idea that I'm working on.
Okay.
We see a movie together. Right.
Okay.
In the car afterwards, we record our thoughts about it fresh.
Oh, straight after?
Right after in the car. I have audio recorders.
Okay.
I think I'm going to do that. That way, we'll just add it on to the show. Like, boom, here's our thought about this.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. It could be wrong. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, though.
I think it could work.
It's a different idea. It's different because what your thoughts are a week after versus thoughts right after are completely different thoughts.
Yeah, completely different.
I think it'd be kind of cool to do.
Okay.
And then, of course, we're still working on getting video content.
Yes.
So the summer is where it's going to happen.
Hopefully in the summer we'll have video up and running for you guys. You guys will be able to see our gorgeous faces, talk about movies.
So I'm thinking maybe there's some video reviews here and there, some video stuff here and there.
I'm down for it.
Just gotta work on getting some gear, which is fine, no big deal.
Yeah.
Of course, we're working on the studio because I've been working with some people to add more podcasts to the network.
Okay.
To stuff like that. Also, obviously, since we have more people in town during those months, we can get some more
guests,
multiple guests on the show.
Yes.
And bigger stuff like that. So that should be coming up soon.
I agree.
But that's in the summer. That's coming up in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully, we're working on that.
Yes, sir.
But Zach, if they want to follow you on Twitter, where can they find you at?
If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, you can find me at Zach Austin Tyler. That is where I will be. I've been actually a lot more Twitter active lately, so you might be able to see some stuff. I can't promise it'll always be about films, but I'll always be on there.
Half it's going to be about film, half it's going to be about some frat thing, something like that.
The other half will be about schoolwork that I hate.
Yeah.
But,
if you want to find me on Twitter, you can find me at J@WarpSpeed. I post there very rarely, but I'm on it all day. I'm on it all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm usually scrolling my feed. I just, I'm not always actually posting stuff.
Zach, before we go,
okay,
I'll tell you right now what I've been doing. I've been reading a lot of books.
Okay.
I read a lot of books, right?
I've not had as much time to read books, but I enjoy to read books. I enjoy reading books.
I'm into listening to audiobooks. I read books a lot. I have a lot of books.
Yes. I know about your audiobooks, yes.
Yes, I'm into audiobooks a lot. But as of the past couple weeks, week or so,
okay,
I've been getting back into something that I put down a while back.
Okay.
To a medium that I put down a while back. I'm getting back into this medium. They're called comic books, and I'm reading. None of them are superhero books. They're all like independent books,
Yeah.
like Image books or whatever.
I love Image comics.
Or even like Vertigo. So it's like it's DC stuff, but it's not superhero novels.
Yeah.
I'm reading things that aren't superheroes.
Okay.
And fuck, man, I miss comic books, bro.
Comic books are so good.
I miss them so much. Like I just finished reading. It's not.
Some of my favorite stories are not the superhero ones. They're the ones that are not superhero related. Like God is the what is it? God is it God is Dead?
That's a movie.
It's got to be God is Dead.
Or no, God is not Dead.
No, it's a comic book.
God is not Dead is the movie.
It's like I think it's God is Dead. It's like the one where it's like all the different gods from like all these different mythologies like invade Earth and like take shit over.
It's announced here first, guys. Comic book show coming up in the summer.
Okay.
Zach and I talking about comic books because that was the original plan, wasn't it, Zach?
I think our original plan was it was either this or we were going to do comic books. Yeah.
I think the original plan was comic books, and like, oh no, hold on, we read less comic books than we used to.
It's so expensive. It's so expensive.
But I mean, I figured we can probably do something like that.
Yeah.
But no, dude, I won't even boil the audience. Sorry, guys, it's not movie related. But
apologize.
Yeah. So thanks, guys, for checking this episode out. We'll check you back next week.
Appreciate you guys listening.
For Ticket Stubs Podcast. Bye bye.
Bye bye.